Good morning, good morning, good morning.
We's here. Monday.
Yes, it is.
Monday, April 3rd.
Thank goodness, because I need a day off.
Dude.
That's why I'm going to work.
Sometimes you do work a little bit more physically at Casa, don't you?
Oh, all weekend. It's like I need a day off from being off. Because
I need a day off from being off.
Well, getting the backyard ready because, summer will be here before you know it. And there's stuff I needed to do once the pool got in that I didn't do because we've been poured on. We moved to Seattle recently.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or Oregon, one of those two.
But of course, we're letting all the water just go to the ocean.
Of course.
Go to the ocean, water. Be free.
You come over the 132, see all that water.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and just wait. I think next Monday and Tuesday, I think we're 80 and 84. You think there's a lot of water now? Wait till next week.
I know. Yeah. I know. All that snow come down the hill.
Yep, and right out to the ocean.
See, that's why I'm a firm believer that we should just have summer in the valley every single day. I mean, it could be as low as 90. And then just rain up in the mountains or snow up in the mountains and let the water trickle down, feed us. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
So I'm looking over here to the right, and you've got a ton of banners to read.
Don't talk to me about my stuff.
I like your stuff. It's good stuff. It's good information. I think everybody wants to hear it.
All right. So rates are up a little bit today.
How come?
Down. Just,
because it's not going to be that way, right?
Well, I should say rates are down today. The thing's up a little bit today. Everything else, and what I don't know why, because it says carefully floating today. But OPEC announced.
Good morning, Bill Phillips. Yeah, OPEC announced what?
That they're going to have a production cut of 1.16 million barrels a day.
Because they're just making too much.
Because they don't like the price of $70 a barrel. They want like 80, 90. If they're going to pull it out, they want to make money on it.
And
that's just production cut is a response to U.S. Failing to refill the strategic petroleum reserves as promised.
Easy for you to say.
So let's see. We're going to take the reserves that we've had forever, and we're going to use them to bring the price of oil down for a second.
And then we're not.
And then we're going to put them back in. Oh, I lied.
Yeah. Again.
I'm sorry. We're going to
get.
It's anything that is being said any day. Can you believe it anymore? I don't know.
No.
Let's see. The move will probably lead to more inflation and negative bond reaction, but we didn't have that today. So
that's good.
Yeah, they want
prices to hit 100.
They
per
think.
barrel.
Yeah, they think it's going to go back up to that, and that's
well,
not good.
just in time for vacations and stuff like that. So a price at the pump will be like what, $6.70 in California.
Well, somebody called them and said, "Hey, could you do this for us? Because this electrification thing's not going really well in California.
We're not getting people to buy into it.
Yeah, we need you to raise the price of oil so that we can raise the price of gasoline again. We need it to like $7 a gallon again."
It's not going to change the electrification. It's just we don't have the infrastructure for electrification. You hit everybody on electric, and guess what we do? We go black.
Yeah, well, fair.
The rolling blackouts.
All right, so this is what we've been talking about, you and I, for the last 6 months, a year, or whatever. We active listings for March have shown a low inventory. Oh, shocking. I didn't realize that, but the issue is they have 563,000 listings in the United States.
Well, wait a minute.
That's across the nation.
Whole nation. Now get this.
Now tell me about sales for the last.
Okay,
normally.
So I was in a Zoom meeting with last year's president of CAR, California Association of Realtors, and we were talking about inventory prior to the meeting getting underway. And Otto says, in California, we're used to about 450,000 closed transactions per year. Okay.
Right.
563,000 listings across the United States. California is used to 450,000 closed transactions per year. Last year, 257,000 closed transactions for the state of California.
I guarantee you we're going to be less than that this year, too.
Yeah, because people don't want to leave their 2%. People don't want to even leave their 3% or their 4%.
So with that low inventory coming forward, and we only had half, we'll just say about half of what we normally do. So we're having a bubble.
A bubble of what?
A bubble of housing values are going to drop.
Yeah, no.
Is that what they're saying? No.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. That bubble's not going to happen.
Yeah. Low inventory is expected to support home prices. Shocking. And can I say something else?
Yes.
Yeah, especially when rates keep coming down. They're saying, mark this on your calendars, people, May 10th. May 10th is the day we're going to see more drop in
a larger drop in rates.
Yes.
May 10th, 2 days after my son's birthday.
Can you stop shaking the building?
No. I am serious about this. Okay, let's talk about inventory for just a second. Piece of property. Agent, I call the agent and say, hey, can I show it this Sunday? And she said, we're going to be reviewing offers on Monday. And then she gets back to me. She says, oh, Mike, I forgot to tell you, we already have 36 offers. It's been on the market 4 days. It was on the market for 385. So it's in that bubble of everybody can afford, the FHA land. 36 offers, almost all of them over 400,000, and a majority of them cash.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's happening.
So tell me.
Well, majority of them cash out would be investors then.
You're right. And they're going to be probably lower than the end user, the person that's going to live there. And the house is sweet. I mean, it looked, I didn't get to go in it because why show it to your client with 36 offers?
Because it could be the 37th.
Yeah. How cool is that? Well, you're one of 37.
I won it. I had to go over by $50,000, but I got it. Look what I got.
Yeah, look what I got. Yeah. But it's a nice looking home in a nice little area. So listings are king. Listings have always been king. You don't have to put a listing in your car and show the property unless they're going to relocate in Modesto, and then that's the perfect world.
Right.
But anyway, let's go back to your banners.
Well, no, the biggest issue going forward, and we've been talking about this, is inventory is not there. It's not going to be there.
Yep.
We're going to have a lot of fighting over existing inventory that's coming on the market. It's a great time to sell if you're a seller. It's a great time to buy if you're a buyer still, but you're still going to be in competition where we were before. The difference is we don't have rates in the twos, but we still have good rates. And like I said, we're being told May 10th. That's the date we're going to see another drop. Date. And when that happens, you're going to have 70 offers on that property now. And that's the problem. It's just everybody going to come out of the woodwork to buy up half of the normal, because each year it's been less and less coming on the market in California or nationwide. And that's going to happen again this year.
Yeah,
so
563,000 listings across the United States. It's crazy.
But they're also saying home prices rose by 2% in February, 0.2% in February.
Well, they're going to rise.
They're talking about median price again, people.
I know. Then they're going to rise.
But they're still down for 2.6% from their peak. You like that?
No, it's such,
So they're down $2,600 for every 100,000.
Yeah.
So what that's saying is basically everybody, I've talked about this before, that median level is whatever sells above it and below it rises and lowers depending on what has happened and what's sold.
Right.
Not that your house value dropped.
And now you have a little bit higher interest rates, so people are not being able to afford the $500,000 house. They're affording the $450,000, but they're looking at $400,000 and paying $450,000.
Right. I got another shocking thing.
Okay,
ready?
Do it.
The number of homes available for sale in February fell for the 5th straight month.
Really?
Yeah, shocking. We just said there's not enough inventory. So if you don't have enough inventory, you're not going to have enough sales. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Stop listening to people saying sales are down. Sales have to be down because there's just not enough enough homes. But I was thinking it's like you go into a car lot and there's 2 cars on there and that's all they can get because everything else has been sold and they can't find any.
Right.
So they sell those 2 cars. Our car production's down. Well, our sales are down. Well, that's because you only had 2 cars to sell. Our problem is how many homes are we actually going to be selling in Modesto? Just say Modesto itself, 50 houses a month.
I'm starting to think that a large percentage of our inventory is going to be probate and or estate sales. Kids don't want them,
right?
They live in other states or something. We don't want a rental, and people that have to leave the state because of a job and they're not able to work from home. So I don't see a lot of people doing the move up buy. You have some,
right?
Because they do have a very large equity position. Most people in Modesto,
300,000 on average.
On average, yeah. So that's a huge equity position to put down on a piece of property. Bring your loan amount down, and at the higher interest rate, it might still be,
once we
close
get,
to what you're used to.
But once we get, so we're in the high 5s right now. Just say hypothetically. Because I can't quote a rate.
No, you said say it, so I said it.
All right, thank you. I see that. Okay, May 10th, we're going to drop. I'd say another 1% probably.
Okay.
So we're going to be in the high 4s for conventionals, getting close to the
low 5s.
High 3s for FHA. Mid 4. That's not such a big deal. If I have a 3 1/4 and I'm going to 4 1/4 for a new house, that's not a major issue. The big issue, overall, yes, my payment's going to go up. It's not like the during the pandemic, people were like, I'm selling my house for this and I buy another house and I just went up $100,000 in a payment. I mean, in a purchase price, and my payment is the same.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Right.
It's going to go up, and that's just how it's going to be. It's like it's going to be in the past. So, and that's okay.
That is okay.
Yeah. All right. So existing home sales show, annual pace, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? This is what's happening this week. Other stuff that's coming out. I think the most important thing is the job information, ADP with this week, initial jobless claims. I think they're going to be down. Jobless claims are probably going to be up, I'm hoping. And then BLS is the Bureau of Labor Statistics job report on Friday. Those are the numbers that can move this week, rates this week. I would just, if you're, right now we're being told to float. And it's the same guy who's telling us that, hey, May 10th to date.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
But
I mean, don't wait for May 10th.
No, get in the contract now, because May 10th is just going to, again, we talked about this before. You're going to get the price, and then you can always refinance later. You're going to do it multiple times.
Right. Exactly.
And just be careful of the program, though, because if you do that 20% down CalHFA program, you're not going to be refinancing anytime soon.
My clients and I, just a little sidebar. My clients and I walked into an open house yesterday, and the guy had a lender there with him. The first thing the lender says to my clients, I put my business card on the counter, and the guy turns to the lender, and the lender turns to my clients and says, "You guys first-time home buyers, I got to tell you about a new program out there. It's called CalHFA Equity Share," and just starts, you should really look and consider doing this. I looked at the guy and I said, "They're pre-approved. They're ready to go." They got their program.
Aren't they supposed to be before they walk in the house?
They should be.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they should be before they're in your car.
Right.
So, and most people are. There are those few people that just go out on the weekends just because they like to look at floor plans and decorating.
Let's talk about. Okay, you just said there's a house that you looked at, 37 offers on it.
No, we didn't look at that one.
No. Okay, but you didn't.
Right.
Okay, and that's in that price point where this program would really do well.
Right.
So they're going to be. So that's why there's 37 offers, because I think they can do 2,500 of people in that program before they run out of the money.
Right.
Well, think about it. They have extra people now running. This is what we talked about before when the guy, Biden, that's his name, right? The president.
Oh no, I thought it was Kamala.
They're the same. Anyway,
yeah.
The issue is when they were like, we're going to put together a $15,000 help you buy a house program. And we already had multiple offers and we were over asking. That's the same problem we have now. This program, it sounds like a great deal. It's a good deal for some people, right, but not for the average normal people.
In a low,
and I don't mean abnormal people. I'm just saying average.
Abby something. In a low inventory market, it's going to be difficult. I applaud you if you get an offer accepted and that program works for you. That's awesome.
Right.
Home ownership is what everyone wants to experience. So that's awesome. But I'm not going to negate everything I just said. And it's going to be difficult in this market. 36 offers on that property. Right. If you make an offer on it and you're using the equity share CalHFA, you're 37th. A lot of them are cash. What's the seller going to choose? And they're going to go over every offer. You have to go over every offer, and pros and cons. But sellers just they don't want to put their home in escrow just for the fun of it.
Right. They want to close.
And if they want to close with the least
amount of not saying that those programs won't close, but if you look at down the range, if you want that program, there's a lot of house, and please, this is not negative. It's Stockton supposedly is having issues with house values. That's what we saw last week on the number 10. Yeah. They're like, that was a place to buy. So maybe that might work there. There might be some, because Stockton has little pockets of amazing homes in different areas. I've telling people that's where you might want to use that program. In Modesto, we just don't have enough inventory. Yeah. We don't have enough houses that can come on the market for that program. Then you keep going down. Turlock definitely was not a place for that. Denair, I'd rather do USDA or Delhi or one of those other out. Any county, forget it. Do USDA. It's a better program.
What about Patterson?
That's a better program for out there too.
Yeah,
as long as it works. Just go to USDA.org. Or is it .gov? .gov.
Probably
USDA.gov. Yeah. Put in the address of the property you're looking at. It'll tell you if it'll work for that program. It's a great program. I use USDA all the time, and guess what? They don't want from you part of your property.
That part of your equity.
They don't want your equity. They want you to have it.
It's interesting. You think, they're coming up with all kinds of stuff to garner more cash for the government.
Well, no, it's the whole thing. Their hands out. We're here to help you, help us.
Yeah, but they're only pointing a finger, and they got 3 pointing back at them.
Right. We're here to help you get your home, and all we ask is 20%, plus the down payment you have to pay us back with interest.
Yeah,
that's a great program.
It is.
We should start calling the governor Pottersville.
Pottersville.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Yeah,
but people need to go watch that movie if they haven't seen it.
Which Wonderful Life.
Yeah, so they can see what a Potterville is.
Yeah, well,
Pottersville.
Yeah. Move on.
Yeah.
All right. So
hey,
we're sorry we ramble a little bit, but all we care about is that you do what's best for you in looking for a home. Get your home. If you don't know the process, go get my book, getedsbook.com. It'll help you through that so you can understand if you're agent or whatever.
Call your favorite realtor or call me.
Yeah. If you're agent out there and you need some books, give me a call. I'll send you some books.
Yep.
And if you're a lender and you want to use them, my book does not say go use Ed Parcaut. It just talks about the program, and that's all I care about is that more people get into home ownership. The problem that we have right now is just not enough inventory. Eventually, we'll get more inventory, but that's going to take 5 to 10 years. And then we have another problem. You have now these people who are younger coming of age from the pandemic baby boom. Anyway, move on. It's just never going to stop.
Yeah.
You need to get into a home before the stuff keeps going up another 22, 23% a year. We're going to see that. I want that to happen because I need my house to go up in value.
And I have to say something. People out there, I do have to say something. People out there that are looking for their first home, your first home is never perfect. Your second home is never perfect. Your last home is never perfect. But what you can do is look at what you like and then turn that home into that over time.
Right.
Get into a property, start building your equity, start building your empire, and then use it to be able to purchase another property down the road when things are kind of cool. And your kid is now back talking you because they live someplace else.
I was going to say, well, your first kid's not perfect. That's why you keep trying.
Yeah. I got 3 perfect kids.
But the baby is always the perfect one to her mommy.
Yep.
Right, Blake?
Yes.
All right, everybody. Make it a great day. Thanks for listening to us, and we appreciate it.
Enjoy the week. We'll see you Wednesday.
Yes, we will.